Hey guys, welcome back. This is gonna be a special video. This is a video request from my friend Nuno, and Nuno is one of my subscribers. Has been following me all this watch journey since the I don't know since when, but for a long time. And I really like him, and I I'm proud to say, and I think I'm safe to say I can call him my friend. Nuno's from Portugal, and it's just a wonderful example of many people I met through this YouTube thing and through making my videos and whatnot, and it's just prime example of camaraderie and watch in a friendship that can be developed through watch collecting and everything else. So Nuno had one special request from me to do my kind of collection updates, ramblings about my collection and whatnot. So I've been reluctantly avoiding that because I don't feel like I've sold out all my collection last year. So basically, I had no collection. I have no collection of watches, but now slowly I'm returning. I'm upgrading my pieces, and for those of you who've been following me, you know that my collection is always changing, evolving, and doing some things, certain things that I'm trying to move forward and trying to progress and whatnot. So this is just a short video, just especially for Nuno. So hope you're gonna enjoy this video. And here are some of my pieces that are currently in my collection. I have some other pieces, but I don't call them. They are not the main part. So the main focus, main staple of my collections are the front three watches. At the back I have two cool watches, but now kind of looking at it, I don't think they are kind of part of this collection just because they're kind of quirky and different. So maybe they can be a part of a different collection, or maybe I can use them to move forward to progress. But just looking at this here watch here, Pogue, in person it looks nicer than on this photo here. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about it, but yeah, this is here. This here is my Seiko Pogue, and now that I got my front three, I think just in color wise, in color combination, this sticks out the most, and it kind of ruins that balance of collection. Of course, I love this piece. This is a Seiko Pogue, and I love it. And but it's somehow a watch that I don't wear that much because it has a full size bracelet, and kind of too big, and I don't wanna resize it down, and I also don't wanna put it on a leather band just because this is such a nice example. So it's not really cool, I think, but ultimately, this watch might become the piece that becomes a part of a sub collection. Some kind of, you have a collection. My friend has a Seiko collection and has some Swiss watches collection, some vintage collection, and whatnot. So this definitely could become part of that, or I may use it. I know some of you won't like it, but I may use it to move forward now in my collection. I spend a large chunk of change on my budget, and also I'm currently also thinking and pondering about my next move, my next collection piece. So I'm being the guy. I don't have a lot of money. I'm trying to struggle and move forward, invest with my watches. I may consider trading this watch for something bigger to move forward, to upgrade, but I'm definitely not gonna sell it. So I'm just keeping my options open because just because I don't wear it, but it's such a cool piece. But you can see this is like a kind of black and white collection here, and these two yellowish pieces kind of don't belong into this frame here. So this is my Seiko Poke. It's just beautiful watch, and in fact I'm gonna wear this one today. So yeah, I'm just gonna set it aside, but it's beautiful watch. And another watch that I have here is this is like my poor man's Calatrava, and this is a Primato Super Automatic. It's an automatic watch, but it can be manually wound. Also, it has a quick set date, which is kind of quirky. This is a vintage watch, and it's quirky, but you can quickly set the date by forwarding it to the 12 o'clock and then moving it backwards. But ultimately, I prefer vintage watches to be without a date. However, I love this piece, and this is a cool watch from the, I don't know, from the 70s, 80s, whatnot, but it kind of feels, and this is like my poor man's Calatrava, and these watches can be had well under $100 on eBay all day long, and it's just a beautiful piece of a beautiful example of collections and what people used to wear today. And this is like a timeless design, and just love the design of this watch. Just works for me, and I occasionally will wear it on my wrist. On sometimes I usually go casual, so I don't do shoots and whatnot. So this is a cool piece, but also I feel it doesn't belong into this frame here. So in this frame here, I think I'm gonna step it aside and maybe make it as a part of my collection on some other pieces. So and now we are moving on to the kind of a core piece of my collection. And first watch, it's kind of pops as this one in the middle, and this is a Tudor Pelagos. I bought it a couple of days ago. Maybe it was Wednesday, and I'm filming this one. Today is Monday. Well, today's Tuesday, so yeah, I've been having it more than I thought, but it's just like it feels like I got it yesterday. So it's beautiful watch. It's titanium Pelagos, and it's just beautiful, beautiful piece of collection here. Over here, I have, of course, my vintage Datejust. It's just a beautiful watch. This is my favorite watch here, and it just works for me. The Roman numerals work for me, and everything works for me. This is a 16030 reference with a quick set date, so it's a just great watch. It's my birth year watch. It has a plexi, and I just love wearing this watch. I wore this for the most part of the biggest part of my summer. It was like my beater watch. I wore it everywhere until I got a little ding on the crystal. I scratched it. So after that, I became very of wearing it more. So kind of retired it for some special occasions. Also, I got married with this watch on my wrist, so it has that even more special meaning to me now. Pelagos, of course, you will see more videos about it. You will see a review, but I think it just works. It's a beautiful tool watch for any collection. It doesn't matter. You have $30,000 per tax and everything and whatnot. You can have a cool beater watch, and this Pelagos is more than a beater. It's just beautiful watch. It works, and I love everything about it. Yeah, even I was kind of skeptic about the titanium, but this is the first titanium watch that came out of the Rolex factory, and I knew it's gonna be a good one. So yeah, that's it. I have a Datejust Pelagos, and this here is kind of watch where we're gonna want to go next, and this one represents it. Here I have black and white chronograph. This is a manually wound chronograph. This is made by Junkers, and this watch will one day, I feel that this watch here will be replaced by a Omega Moon watch. So uh, that's kind of what I'm thinking. That's my idea, and I will definitely try to uh, get it. But for now, these three watches, I think they are working perfectly. This is a manually wound Junkers. Junkers is a German brand. They've been making, if you like, airplanes. This is a manually wound black and white chronograph, and it's powered by Pollard movement 3133, and I just love the movement. I love the watch. I love the black and white combination. I used to have a Junkers with the red second hands, and it kind of didn't work as well for me like this one. I put it on a NATO. This is let me just Moose company NATO, some high quality NATOs, and I found one, and I think this watch just just works for me, and it's a great. It's like a stand-in. It's an affordable watch, and this is a stand-in like maybe IWC in my collection or a Mega Moon watch. So yeah, that's it. I think this is a core of my collection, and this is something where I want to go. So many people will call me a fool if I want to trade this one up or sell it for something higher purpose. But at the end of the day, I know what I want, and I know what works for me. I love this watch, but if I need to sell it to get my moon watch or something else, that sorts of maybe something even better, then I have no problem so getting rid of it for the higher cost. So that's why. But for now, I'm sticking with it. It works for me, and this is what I'm working here right now, because this is what I have, and this is basically like my core of my collection. I learned a long time ago that less is more, and first when I started collecting watches, when I got into watches, I had like 30 pieces of watches like this, Swiss made vintage watches, Russian watches and whatnot. But now kind of learned that less is more, and I kind of downsized it last year. Later in the year, I sold all my Orients and all this smaller watches. I was getting funds. Was trying to get my old Breitling back, but that proved successful. My friend just don't want to sell it because it's a beautiful watch, and every time he wears it on his wrist, and I remember every time I wore it on my wrist, it's just watch that works wonders on the wrist and just beautiful. So this is my collection. I think it's a cool collection. Even without this one, I have a Datejust, I have up to their Pelagos, and these two only are having some kind of cool story. They both from the same company, and they have a cool stories. I was considering Omega Seamaster, Bond, Professional, the blue one, but I never really liked that blue wavy dial, and there's too many things about that watch that didn't really spoke to me. And I don't get me wrong, it's a cool watch if you have one. I would love to put one here in my collection. Don't get me wrong, but somehow I felt I wanted to go up a notch and get something that I really will love, and I think I made no mistakes by getting Tudor Pelagos, because every time I look at it, it's just a beautiful watch that I don't regret and don't look back on the money and whatnot. And also I traded up this watch. I had that Tag Heuer link that you all scolded me for because I got it. Oh wow, tag is this and that. But I traded my dad the link, and I gave us some cash, and I got my Pelagos, and that's how I do basically, because I don't have money to go to the store and buy watches, or to go to the Chrono 24 and to pick watch what I want. But this is my cool hobby that you can move forward with a little bit of a shrewdness, a little bit of a knowledge, and a little bit of a entrepreneurship. You need to think forward and upward, and I guarantee you, I'm you can all do it. I guarantee you, you can all do it, no matter what kind of collection you have. The other day, I got a message from a 17-year-old collector who has a Swatch and Commandeersky and I don't know what not, and he hopes to have one day, I don't know, a Mega or something like that. You can do it. All of you can do it, because if I did it, everyone can do it. Just need to be on the hunt, look for good deals, and work smartly. So yeah, this is my little collection update, and also ramblings, because this is a video for my friend Nuno, and hope you enjoyed this little video, my friends, and thank you all for watching. Thank you all for your support, especially to all my subscribers who've been following me for throughout all these years. And I I said it before and I'm saying it again. I couldn't have done it without you guys, because even if I could, I think that it's more nicer like this, and this is a little nice story I can share with you, and we can all together enjoy watches.